Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 anime fights featuring one or more massive combatants. Number 10. Leonidas and Ushiwakamaru vs. Gorgon. Fate Grand Order, Absolute Demonic Front, Babylonia. When the mother of demonic beasts seeks to wipe out humanity, these two heroic spirits stand up to the enormous Snake Lady. First, Ushiwakamaru uses her incredible speed to evade the huge laser-shooting snakeheads coming from Gorgon's body to buy her friends time to escape. It's not enough though, as Gorgon soon overcomes her. Thankfully, Leonidas soon picks up the slack. His noble phantasm is able to withstand Gorgon's petrifying gaze for a time at least. He may turn to stone, but he dies a legend. Ushiwakamaru's not done either, unleashing her own noble phantasm to create many versions of herself and allowing her to finally strike a blow at Gorgon. It may be mostly ineffective, but the heroic spectacle of the fight is spectacular. Number 9. Saitama vs. Marugori. One Punch Man. Siblings need to help each other, but sometimes things go too far. Such is the case with Fukigao and Marugori. The former is a genius scientist who develops a serum to help his brother achieve his dream of becoming the strongest by becoming a giant. However, the duo made one big mistake. They interrupted Saitama's shopping trip. The real strongest man in the world hops up on Marugori's shoulder, prompting Fukigao to order his brother to squash the man on his shoulder. Make that two big mistakes. After throwing Saitama through a building and turning the ground into a bottomless pit, Marugori discovers the emptiness of overwhelming strength, as well as how Saitama's punch feels. This short fight offers both fantastic animation and insight into Saitama. Number 8. Bell and Company vs. Goliath. Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? Upon reaching the 18th floor of the dungeon they're exploring, Bell and his companions all encounter an even bigger and tougher version of the Goliath floor boss. Initially, the massive monster tanks everything they can throw at it, or else regenerates any damage it does take. After first being repelled and Bell even getting knocked out, the group continues fighting. At last, the group pulls out all the stops, throwing every spell and powerful weapon they have, buying time for Bell to hit the Goliath with a hero strike, exposing its weak points and allowing them to take it down for good. Some Goliaths can be beaten by a David, but this one was a team effort, with everyone getting a chance to shine. Number 7. Everyone vs. Gigantomachia. My Hero Academia. The Paranormal Liberation War sees several titanic battles, but one of them is against a literal titan. When Gigantomachia is triggered, the enormous henchman makes a beeline to his master, no matter how many cities get in his way. Veteran heroes try and fail to stop the rampaging villain. The students at UA High make a valiant effort too. With incredible teamwork, they manage to momentarily halt Machia's advance, miring him down and attempting several times to administer a sedative. While the dose doesn't take effect, in the moment at least, it's still admirable to watch everyone working together to bring down this unstoppable force. Number 6. Level 100 Boss Fights. Sword Art Online, the movie Ordinal Scale. Don't you hate it when the final boss from your old game shows up in the new one? Kirito and company encounter an incarnation of the Radius, the original final boss from SAO, in the new game Ordinal Scale. The huge bestial beauty is packing multiple shields and health bars, which proves tough to overcome. However, some last-minute backup featuring players from Alfheim Online and Gun Gale Online, plus the return of Kirito and crew's original Sword Art gear, proves enough to overcome the huge boss. How's that for a gaming crossover? Number 5. Straw Hats vs. Oars. One Piece. The crew of the future Pirate King is always stronger when they squad up, and they need all their strength to topple Oars, an enormous zombie giant. Their epic clash lasts a dozen episodes and contains plenty of highlights. Each Straw Hat brings their own strengths to the fights, but their combination attacks range from incredible to incredibly ridiculous. Brook becomes a projectile, Zoro gives Oars crow's feet, Frankie builds stairs in mid-air to punch him, Luffy obtains a nightmarish new form to throw Oars around like a ragdoll. They even give mecha-style docking a shot. At last, using Chopper's medical knowledge, they decide to break the undead Colossus's spine, rendering him unable to move. It's a fight as awesome as it is absurd. Number 4. Goddramon and Holydramon vs. Millenniumon. Digimon Adventure. Digital monsters that they are, Digimon can reach massive sizes. And the Digimon Adventure remake sees a 2-on-1 battle between 3 of the largest, with the rest of the Digidestined's Digimon sidelined in the fight against Millenniumon. Magna Angemon and Angewomon digivolve into their mega forms. Well, some of their mega forms at least. Goddramon and Holydramon's clash with the Digimon threatening the digital world sees them use some divinely powerful moves against their foe. Teeth, claws, fists, and beam struggles. Nothing is off the table here. Their defeat of Millenniumon may not be the end of their battle, but the fight is still an epic clash while it lasts. Number 3. Mechamaru vs. Mahito. Jujutsu Kaisen. What if a sorcerer in a giant mech fought an evil shape-shifting curse? Jujutsu Kaisen is out here asking the real questions and answering them with fights like this. Kokichi Muta, better known as Mechamaru, uses his stored-up cursed energy to fuel his ultimate Mechamaru and to fire devastating energy blasts. Mahito's shape-shifting makes him an elusive opponent though. Eventually, the curse engulfs Kokichi and Mechamaru in his domain expansion. While the sorcerer is able to get in some good hits on Mahito, the curse is the one to claim victory, fast-paced, and paying tribute to mecha battles of the past through its flashy animation. This fight is a glorious last stand for Mechamaru. Number 2. Everyone vs. Eren. Attack on Titan. Basically, every fight involving a Titan could probably have made this list. However, if we're talking about the biggest AOT battle, it has to go to the final confrontation between Eren Yeager and his former friends and enemies. With Eren and his enormous founding Titan form and the rumbling threatening the world, his old squad and their allies must battle their way across his back, battling former members of the 9 Titans and eventually Eren himself. Each fighter contributes to the overall victory, with a ton of highlights throughout. The final struggle all comes down to Eren fighting his 2 dearest friends, Armin and Mikasa. It's as epic as it is tragic. They don't call it the Battle of Heaven and Earth for nothing. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Team Daiguren vs the Anti-Spiral. Gurren Lagann. We saved the biggest for last. In their battle against the Anti-Spiral, Team Daiguren combines into progressively larger gunmen until they form Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, a mech bigger than a galaxy. Spiral power is something else, huh? The Anti-Spiral matches it in size, leading to a clash on a truly ludicrous scale. Entire galaxies are used as projectiles, mechs are created and destroyed, the theme song plays, Lord Genome becomes a drill, and it's one that literally pierces the heavens as Simon pushes forward until he can finally take down the Anti-Spiral. Logical? Maybe not. But the incredible action and emotion of this titanic battle gets our blood pumping every time. Is there a massive anime fight we made a huge mistake by forgetting? Let us know in those comments below. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.